Lawrence, Dave Chappelle, Steve Harvey, Michael Collier, Keenan Wayans, Vince Champ, John Ridley, Charles Kozar, Ralph Harris, Dwayne Cunningham, and Sean Corvell. Before They Were Kings, Volume 2. A look at America's hottest young comics as they were on their way to the top. First up, here's Martin Lawrence.
Thank you. I'm Martin Lawrence. How y'all doing? Good. Oh, man, it's a pleasure for me to be here. I'm real happy. Y'all probably looking at me and wondering what I'm gonna talk about. Well, I'll tell you this, folks. I can talk a lot about sex, but I won't. But if I did decide to talk about sex, I'm sure you would understand because, folks, I'm a 23-year-old black man. What the hell else am I gonna talk about? Archery? Nothing about archery, okay? But no, like I said, I won't talk about that. What I will talk about, though, I'm a bachelor. I think being a bachelor is the way to go, especially if you're young. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a bachelor, bachelors, we have certain camaraderie, right, guys? We do things no one else knows about. Like, right? Like, we're trying to get a full week out of a pair of underwear. Am I right? Wear them on one side 2 days, flip them inside out, wear them another 2 days, right? Next 3 days, we don't wear no drawers, right? Kind of. I don't know, man. Major, and what we do, we'll wear some filthy jeans over and over. We know they're filthy, we'll wear them. We figure if you can't see the filth, what the hell, right? And we got the nerve to iron them. We're sitting there ironing them, and the smoke coming, smell like bacon bits, something you ate last year, right? Folks, at this point, you're not ironing, you're cooking dirt, all right? Major necessity as a bachelor, major necessity, you have to have a VCR. I have 2 VCRs. I like to make copies of the tapes that I rent. Now, I keep seeing this, what is this, FBI warning that you can go to jail for this? Is this a major crime in America? What's up? I'm scared I'm gonna go to jail and somebody in there will come up to me, hey, yeah, look here, man. I'm in here because I killed 10 people. What you in here for? Oh, man, I'm in here because I had copies of Moonstruck, man. Oh, a little nervous there, right? No, I hadn't always been a bachelor. I was with my ex-lady for like about 4 years, you know. I don't know, and we were living together like 2 years. I don't know, we just went through a lot of changes. The woman, crazy. She used to say things like, I'm selfish. I'm on some type of ego trip. Just because when we make love, I call out my name. I didn't understand that, but I don't know. She's a sweet girl, I have to admit. I guess I was getting bored in a relationship. I guess you know you're getting bored when instead of making love, you rather watch hee-haw. You know, not now, honey, the horse is about to talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, sweet girl, though. I don't know, ain't nothing in the world I wouldn't do for her. And I know it ain't nothing in the world she wouldn't do for me. So I guess we'll go through life not doing a damn thing for each other. Tired of her, man. Crazy, man. Those kind of relationships, though, when you're with a woman like a while, you've been with them a while, they are hard to get out of. You know what I'm saying? Some guys won't let women out of a relationship. They intimidate women into the relationship. Right? Because women just say, look, I don't want this no more, I want out of a relationship. And guys are like, well, if I can't have you, nobody will. You know, it ain't that serious, calm down, right? Crazy. I heard one guy tell this lady, if you leave me, I'm gonna kill me, you, and the dog. The dog was like, yo, man, I ain't got nothing to do with this. So I ain't work out, cuz I'm gonna take my bone and head out the back door, calm down. No, it's crazy, man. You ever have where the person contemplates suicide on you? I had a woman tell me that. If you leave me, I think I kill myself. So, yeah, right. I don't think nobody actually wants to kill themselves. If they do, there's some surefire ways you can do it, right? I don't know. Like, it reminds me of an incident when I was staying with my lady. We got in like a real bad argument one morning. And I told her, I said, hell with you, and I stormed out the house. I got home late that afternoon, about 6. She was sitting in the middle of the floor with a razor blade in her hand. I said, oh my God, what are you doing? She said, you lucky you caught me. I was just about to kill myself. I said, woman, you had all damn day to kill yourself. You should be dead by now. And didn't do the dishes. I was mad. That's crazy, man. That's funny, though. Guys, though, man, we don't like to admit it, right? Well, when we get hurt in a relationship, we don't want to let women know, right? And I find that's funny. And you know, women, when you get a guy to cry, believe me, you know this guy loves you. I mean, don't think he's crying because you make a hell of a ham sandwich, all right? No, he is really in love with you, you know? And it ain't easy to leave it because guys, with men, we're not supposed to cry, and we try to hide this, am I right? You know, a woman could just tell us, well, look, I'm tired of you. I can't take this no more. I'm leaving you. And guys are like, fine. If you want to leave me after 4 years, fine, you do that, because I'm a man, you know? I ain't going to cry, you know? I'm a man, you know? Hey, you know, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Do what you got to do, you know? I've been with you for 4 years. You gonna leave me after 4 years? I love the mess out of you, girl. I should crack your forehead. You gonna leave me after 4 years? Man, I brought you a hat, a scarf, a t-shirt. I want all my stuff back. Damn, crazy, man. No, no. Women are the same way, though, right? I know women, they get their head going and everything, especially black women. They just get that head going. You can tell when they're upset. Because you can't even tell black women, honey, I'm going out. They say, oh, you getting ready to go out without me? Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Go Out Man. That's why you can't hit black women, man. You can't get to that head. Whoa. Don't you hit me. Don't you. A lot of fun in my life, man. A lot of fun, I tell you, man. I love just so many things, man. I think we all know, like, when you're with a person after a while, you have fun with them. When you make love to them, you have fun, man. When you're in love with them. When you're drinking, though, guys, you know, when we're drinking, we don't care who we're with. Guys will try to chase a bat when they're drunk. Because you can walk in a club, right? You will walk, guys, you know, you will walk in a club and see an ugly woman and go, oh my goodness, she's ugly. Oh, ain't no way. Man, look at this. Look like, oh no. Like about 10 Long Island iced teas. You're like, see that girl over there, man? I know I said she was ugly, man, but you know, she ain't that bad looking after all, you know? You gotta look at her heart, man. That's what's in her heart. Hey, baby. Hey, how you doing? Huh? Oh, I'm not drunk. No, not me. Yeah, you too. I love you too. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go. Thank you very much. God bless. I'm on lunch.
All right, Martin. Next, Dave Chappelle.
Hey! All righty, good to be here. Evening at the Improv. It's a good feeling, man, you know. I feel like tonight I'm helping to integrate television. Now, really, you know, because when I was younger, I used to get mad. I didn't think there was enough black people on TV, you know? Especially when I watched shows like Fantasy Island. Because I watched that show for 9 years, only saw one black guy. And he was driving Mr. Rourke's car, man. I said, hey, that's a messed up fantasy, brother. You know? I'm saying, it started making me scared. I turned it on one day and see that episode. Buzz. Who's that? Doctor. That is Dr. Martin Luther King. It's fantasy. He wants blacks and whites to be united all over the world in peace and equality. But he don't mean yes, Doctor. He must not leave this island alive. Oh, kind of makes you sweat, doesn't it? Hey, you know what show I used to like to watch when I was little, though? Was that old Batman TV show. I used to think that was so cool, man. But I was watching it the other day, and it hit me. Kapow! Batman never fights crime in neighborhoods that need it. You know what I mean? Oh, really, man. I mean, I would like to see Batman fight crime in my neighborhood, all right? And I could see him, they just... Robin. Yes, Batman. Didn't we park the car right here, man? Just that kind of neighborhood. So I'm originally from Washington, D.C., you know. I got some DC folks. This is like a story this happened to a buddy of mine in Washington, actually, just made the news. What happened was he got in this big racial fight in Georgetown, you know, and the owners, the managers, and the employees of this restaurant just got together and beat the crap out of him. Kapow! He's suing them for $500,000. Kaboom! But here's the kicker. They got the whole thing on videotape. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Why doesn't that ever happen to me? I mean, think about it now. My buddy got his butt kicked at the right place at the right time. But see, that's why me and my buddy Dave always carry a camcorder with us. You know what I'm talking about? Really, man, because you never know when a Kodak moment might pop up. You know. He'll be like, all right, Dave, go ahead, I got you. You ready, man? Go ahead, do it. All right, just be ready. Hey, officer. Kiss my butt. Don't not even pump. Roll them. I hope I didn't offend anybody with that, you know. Don't get me wrong now, I respect the police, but sometimes in my neighborhood, I think they're taking their job a little too seriously. You know what I mean? Just going over them. We're just... Stop jaywalking, you know? Come on, man. Your shoes untied. You know what I mean? Just chill out. You know? But I mean, people gotta understand now, being a police officer, that's a dangerous job, man. There's a lot of stress on that kind of job. See, I kind of know how they feel. Because I myself used to have the most dangerous job in Washington, D.C. I used to deliver pizzas for Domino's. You know, they would rob me every day, man. I come to the door and be like, hey, buddy, here's your pizza. Great. Put it on the table. You know what I mean? I had to get a gun, man. Like, how many Domino's pizza boys have you seen carry a gun? I used to bust in people's apartments. Domino's, freeze! Put the money on the floor, man. Get on the floor. Hey, don't move. All righty. I'm gonna get out of here. I just flew in from New York City, man. And sometimes I take my job a little too seriously, you know. I just make jokes at the wrong time. Like, can y'all ever do this? And y'all ever go through that little X-ray thing at the airport and say a joke about having a gun? Don't do that, y'all. You know, because I did it once. I was just trying to be funny. I walked through the thing and said, boop, and he said, I'm sorry, sir. You have to go back through. And I said, oh, must have been my pistol. Hey, I was joking, man. He pulled his gun out, man. I thought he was ready to kill me, man. But my buddy Dave had the camera rolling. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Dave. And now, here's Steve Harvey.
How's everybody doing tonight? It's great, man. Good to be here. I was turning on my TV the other day, right? Looking for some sports, because I'm a sports fan. Cut on ESPN. All of a sudden, I'm looking for basketball, and my favorite sport shows up. The America's Cup, yachting, Yeah, you don't see no brothers yachting, do you? Nah, but after that first big boat ride, we kind of lost our taste for sailing. I like TV though, man. One of my favorite stars on TV is Big Oprah. Well, okay, Little Oprah. That's right, because Oprah lost some weight. She lost about 76 pounds. And probably what you didn't know was in honor of losing all this weight, she's going to have a special show on obesity. In her audience that day is just going to be people 400 pounds and up. Yeah, y'all better tune in for this one, because I heard a rumor. Evel Knievel coming out of retirement. Evel gonna strap a ham sandwich on his back and try and run through the crowd. Ever been choked before? I mean choked. I don't mean like on a fur ball or nothing. I'm talking somebody had their hands on your neck. If you're in this room tonight and you ain't ever been choked before, trust me on this one. Don't go out and put this on your list of things to do. Because when you're getting choked, this is probably the single moment in your life someone has your total undivided attention. Because when you getting choked, your brain don't drift off. Oh no, you ain't laying up there going, God, hot, hot damn, I ain't paid the paper boy today. Sure hope we don't have meatloaf tonight. Oh, you got the 911 number out here? Everybody got it. You ever dial this number? This is a waste of time, man. You're about to hear two of the stupidest questions you've ever heard in your life. I dial 911, it's obvious I'm in trouble. The first thing the lady asked me is, may I help you? Well, hell, I hope so. I ain't calling down for the weather information. Then she said, what seems to be the problem? What seems to be? Like I ain't got no idea. I'm standing there now going, well, I'm just guessing right now. But my kitchen is ablaze. It seems like it's fire. You might want to come down and get a second opinion. And now, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the news or not, but the fire department now is going around a lot of different facilities to teach people what to do in the event of a fire. I'm taking a class on fire prevention. Here comes a fireman in my class. Couldn't believe what I was hearing. He's standing in front of me, he goes into this. He says, in the event that your clothing were to suddenly burst into flame, immediately lie down and proceed to roll. I'm thinking, roll? Roll hell? My clothes burst into flame. First thing I'm gonna try to do is take my clothes off. And if that don't work, I'm gonna run. Hell, you make it outside, somebody might be out there washing the car. Mess around and catch on fire over one of your poor friends' house and they got that cheap carpet. You roll on that, you and the whole damn house on fire. A lot of things happening, man. Mike Tyson lost recently. Yeah, but don't worry, Mike will be back, though. Mike Tyson's bad. See, Mike has a characteristic that no other fighter has. Mike Tyson loves to fight. He don't give a damn if it's in the ring or out the ring. Man or woman. Mike Tyson just wants to get it on. And if you don't think it's true, just ask that heavyweight fighter, Mitch Green. You remember Mitch Green, don't you? Heavyweight fighter he got in a fight with in New York, late night in a store, over a leather coat, and he hit Mitch Green in the eye. Mitch was on the news for 2 weeks telling the same lie. All I did was, I walked in the store and Mike Tyson hit me in the eye. And then he pulled his glasses off. Did you see his eye? his eye was just hanging out his head. And a funny thing happened at that moment. His eye took over the interview. His eye was on TV going, oh, I'll tell you what happened. First of all, Mitch is lying. Mike Tyson walked in the store minding his own damn business. We walk in behind him, me and Mr. Big Mouth right here. Now we in the store mad at the champ because he got money and we ain't. No, we ain't got no money. We had some money, we'd have bought a pair of safety glasses. Next thing I know, Mr. Big Mouth calls Mike Tyson a sissy. Oh, hell no. I yell upstairs at that stupid brain, tell Mitch to shut up. Too late, Mike heard him. I look down, it's on the way. The heavyweight champ's fist is coming towards my face. I just say, Lord, Lord, Lord. Now it's approaching my face, but I feel pretty good, because it looked like he gonna hit us in our big mouth. That's right where he ought to hit us. But I look up, it's coming right at me. I say, Wah! Next thing I know, pow, hot damn right now. And that's what the hell happened. That's it, folks. I'm Steve Harvey.
Next up, Michael Collier.
So let me get started. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I come from your typical American family. In fact, my kid brother's currently in the witness relocation program. Wait now, that's not the government witness relocation. That's Jehovah's Witness relocation program. Yeah, people got tired of him knocking on their door every Saturday, which is kind of funny because we're Catholic. Anybody else here Catholic? All right. Yeah, I'm a happy Catholic, though, because we've already accepted the fact that I'm going to hell. Yeah, because we went to Catholic church. We just couldn't afford the school. I remember the time the priest come over my house, he was talking to my mother. He said, Miss Collier, how come your kids don't go to Catholic school? She said, oh, no, we prefer to beat them at home. Sure, and, Did I mention that my kid brother, we thought he was possessed when he was born because he had them 3 6s in his head? I'm lying, he really had a full house, but we cleaned him out anyway, you know. Yeah, we cleaned him out. And let me warn you about something real quick. Be careful listening to heavy metal music. See, heavy metal music has those sub-criminal messages. Yeah, make you do stuff you wouldn't normally do. I was listening to some Ozzy Osbourne the other night, you know, backwards. Yeah, and it said that Satan wanted me to go to the Pussycat Theater and catch the late show. So of course I went. And while I'm on the topic, I understand the parents of 2 teenagers sued Judas Priest. Yeah, they claim their kids blew themselves away after hearing 5 hours of Judas Priest music. Man, 5 minutes of Vanilla Ice would have done it for me, you hear? But wait now. You know, that's not what I come to talk to you about. I come to talk to you tonight about safe sex. Oh yeah, see, I believe everybody in this audience is either having sex or know somebody that is. All I'm talking about right now is protecting the old ding-a-ling. Now, there's only 2 ways to do that, so it ain't complicated. First way is supposed to be the best way, is called abstinence. Abstinence, that means completely give up sex. Okay, bump that. Second way, make a lot more sense, is the proper use of a condom, but most people can't even pronounce the word condom. One guy told me it was a condom. Yeah. One guy said condrone. Of course, my favorite word for it, condominium. You know, and it's funny because people ask me, they say, Michael, do you practice what you preach? Safe sex, do you utilize the condom each and every time you have sex? Hell yeah, I'm wearing one right now. And I'm gonna show you this because I carry it everywhere I go. A lot of people don't know what that is. Let me show you. You see that? See that? That's right. That's right. It is a 3-condom carrying case, ladies and gentlemen. You must have one for every occasion. Look, I got one in here for women I know well. I I got another one, a little bit thicker. Little bit thicker. Now that's for women I only know a little bit. Now, sir, that's a ribbed condom. Say rib. Say it loud, rib. All right, don't be thrown off by the word ribs. You don't get no coleslaw and potato salad and stuff like that. No. And third, for a special occasion. That's right, I'm talking about a one-night stand. I got a steel-belted radio rubber right here. A lot of people, I'm telling you something. A lot of people hear you talking about safe sex, though. They run from the hills. They don't want to talk about it. But I'll tell you something right now. Go shop for condoms. You will have more fun than you can stand. I'm not lying. I own every kind of condom ever made. I got one called camouflage condom. That's right. Make your thing look like camouflage. And then in small print it says, don't let her see you coming. Yeah. I got one come in a plain package called generic rubbers. On the side in bold print it says, for cheap humpers. They make one for the brothers now. One condom. Big old box like that. One condom. Big old box. They call it Magnum. Magnum, and then they got the nerve to write on the package, larger than standard latex condoms. No joke. You can put a rubber boot in a box like that, ladies and gentlemen. But my all-time favorite comes from the Middle East. Yeah, a Marine brought it back. It's called a Saddam condom. That's right, Saddam condom. It's a little condom, a little bit condom like that, and it says for a little prick that don't know when to pull out. Once again, I think that point is very clear. AIDS is killing the whole community of our world, and we can only fight it through education and dialogue. And that's why I dedicate this portion of my show and the section that I did to Irving Magic Johnson for having the courage. For having the courage to point out to us that we're all susceptible. Please, ladies and gentlemen, play safe and trust God. My name is Michael Collier. Good night.
That's great, Michael. And now, Keenan Wayans.
How's everybody doing, okay? Good. My name is Keenan, and I am from New York City. Yes. And I really feel good because this is my television debut as a stand-up comic, so this is kind of nice. I know my family is back east watching. I'm from a very large family. I'm one of 10 children. Yeah, that's a lot of kids, don't you think? Yeah. My father has stretch marks. It's a bunch of us, though. A lot of kids. I'm from a very strict home back in New York. My father was a very strict man. Give you an example. There was a guy in my neighborhood named Calvin Bailey, local bully, would beat me up every day, take my nickel, send me home crying. And I used to really upset my father. I remember one day he grabbed me. He said, Keenan, now you either going to school and fight Calvin, or you're going to fight me. I beat the hell out of my father. This man must be crazy trying to get me killed over a nickel. I finally got Calvin off my back. I went out and studied karate. I was inspired to take karate by the karate movies made by this guy, Bruce Lee. Now, I was really impressed with Bruce Lee because in all of his movies, he's always so cool, so calm. You know, no matter what the situation. Typical scene, they show Bruce Lee walking down the street, and bang, out of the alleys, he's surrounded. But he never panics. He always looks up and says something real cool like, "Whoo! Ahoo!"
So, just you? 6,000 punks? Against me, Bruce Lee? This is not a fair fight. You better go get one more guy.
You know, he was incredibly cool, and I loved it. But I love my family. I love my grandmother. I have one of these good old Southern grandmas. She likes to keep in touch with the family. She always makes me look up relatives I don't know. Wherever I go, she tells me I have a relative there. I told her I was going to Texas. She said,
Baby, your cousin Essie's in Texas.
Grandma, I don't know Cousin Essie.
That's my brother, daughter, son, nephew, cousin, child on the mama side.
I feel sorry for this Cousin Essie. Strangers must show up at her house all the time. It's like, Cousin Essie! Oh, come on, then that crazy lady from South Carolina sent you here. I took my brother up to Magic Mountain. That was kind of nice. We had fun up there. Went on all the rides. What cracks me up about the rides out there is they have this big sign that says, warning, people with heart conditions are advised not to use this ride. What is that there for? Are there families walking around the park going, Cyclone? Hey, Grandma, here's one I think you like. That's about as dumb as the sign in the elevator that tells us all the weight capacity. Who gets in the elevator and add up everybody's weight? Even if they did, who would have the nerve to put the excess weight out? It'd be like, hey, Buffalo Butt, you want to get out of here before you pop the cables, man? Kill us all. I got my own apartment out here, and it's kind of nice because I'm dating now, and that's really fun. You know what's real popular here in California? Talking about dating interracial couples is a real big thing. That's me. I've never dated a white girl before. And not that I don't find white women attractive, it's just that every time I see a white girl I think is really pretty, and I want to talk to her, I feel like everybody in the room is watching me. You know what I mean? It's like as I'm walking towards her, I feel like people up against the wall like, look at him. He wants that white woman. It's his slave instinct coming out. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm on Wild Kingdom. Like Marlon Perkins is standing in the corner like, come with us next week as we follow Keenan out to West Covina in search of a great white woman. And you folks have been a great audience. Thank you very much and good night.
All right, Keenan. Now, here's Vince Champ.
So, you sound good. You good? It's good to be here. I'm excited. I'm in a good mood today. I woke up and was on the radio station this morning talking about the show. Anybody hear me? There's a waste of time, huh? I was on the new black station here in town, Barbecue. I don't know if you guys might have heard me on that. Got recognized as well. It's up here in the Beverly Center. Nice getting recognized as a comic. Makes you feel good. Comics have egos. Let me ask you a question, though, folks. Why is it all the people who recognize you never have no teeth in their mouth? Why is that? You ever notice that? Come on back here, son. Don't run from me. Don't I know you from somewhere? You're that colored fellow from the Joke House, aren't you? It's Arsenio Murphy, isn't it? Can't believe people mistake me for other comics. I really, right away, kind of think I'm quite different from most black comedians because I have a black girlfriend. So, you know, Naturally, my ancestors are from Africa many, many years ago. Of course, we didn't want to come to this country. We were adopted by Sally Struthers, so we're... It's nice to see somebody working with those kids, isn't it? I tell you, I'd really rather have one of my kids go hungry on a daily basis than to completely turn up missing. Isn't it sad looking at all the names and pictures of little kids on milk cartons every time you go into a supermarket? I've been looking at the name of this one little Oriental kid for years now. I don't think they're ever going to find him. Little Chinese kid, low fat. Think they're ever going to find that poor guy. Went in and bought a stereo yesterday, $3,800. Waste of money, you think, for a guy who travels a great deal? $3,800 for a stereo. Guys pushing me, giving me a hard time trying to sell this thing, high pressure sales. Come on, man, you should buy this stereo, dude, high quality. Should last you a lifetime. How long's the warranty? 30 days. What's that, the lifetime of a fruit fly? Give me a break here, pal. Went home, turned the stereo off immediately, and turned on the television. Can you believe the Waltons is still on the air? Do you guys remember this show, The Waltons? I was watching it the other night and got to thinking, you guys think if John Boy would have been black, they would have called him Boy Boy? Homeboy? What do you think, huh? Homeboy? Me too, yeah. What do you think it would have been like if the Waltons would have been black? Maybe the Washingtons, something like that, huh? Imagine that, Waltons being a black family. Every night at the end of the show, the lights would go down and get real quiet. It'd be like, good night, Leroy. Oh, good night, Bubba. And good night, Rowena. Oh, good night, Willie Bob. Mommy, where are we going to get to meet Daddy? Commercials can be entertaining. I hate the way some commercials try and make you feel like you actually use one of their products. Attention, you hemorrhoid sufferers. No, I don't think so. Attention, hemorrhoid sufferers. What's there, some big meeting going on downtown? Of course, that'd be a standing room only meeting now, wouldn't it? First sexual experience was kind of a practical joke in itself. I was just a kid. What's the average age first sexual experience? 15, 16, right along on there, you think? First sexual experience, how old were you? About 16, 28. There's a Mormon in the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. 28. I guess I was about 15. How old are you, 10th grade? 15, 16, right along in there? I was just a kid, little guy. Lady of the evening. Nothing to be ashamed of. I'll admit that right up front. Sure. I'll never forget the expression on her face when we got through either, because I paid her with Monopoly money. Got on my bike, got the hell out of there. That's what I did. Used to play on the phone a great deal when I was a kid. Practical jokes, looking up weird names in the phone book, playing those old stereotypical games. Guys ever look up weird names? True story, 6th grade Sacramento. Me and my younger brother actually found a guy listed in Sacramento's phone book, James Booger. Imagine this, going through life all your life with a name like James Booger, especially when you were a kid, because kids are the worst, aren't they? Imagine that all your life, James Booger, your own friends walking by you all the time. Hey, how's it going there, Booger? I got you covered. This is my girlfriend here, Snotty. We'll be hanging out here for a while, if you know what I'm saying. Poor guy's name was James Booger, I swear. We used to call him up all the time, 2, 3 in the morning. Hello. Yeah, how can I speak to Paul Booger, please? There's no Paul here, man. Oh, shucks, I'm sorry. Gosh, I must have picked the wrong booger. It's a shame you have to use so much caution these days, though, isn't it? Can't just play practical jokes on anyone. So many people have no sense of humor. Cops, for instance. Aren't the police a naturally group of annoyed individuals? Tell me I'm wrong. Pull up alongside a cop sometime, honk your horn, give him the finger, see if he laughs. I was driving along just the other day out here in Santa Monica, doing about 90, minding my own business. Cop had the nerve to pull me over, hollering at me. Did you realize you're going well over 80 miles an hour there, son? I said, I didn't know, man. Give me a break. I've been drinking. What's your name, boy? I said, James Booger. Got you covered. Where are you coming from there, Mr. Wise Behind? Oh, I just dropped your wife off. So I got out of jail 2 days later and realized the flashlights cops carry are huge, aren't they? You've seen these flashlights I'm talking about. 76 D-cell batteries. You've seen these. I'm getting the old flashlight routine right in the eyes, about an inch away from my face. I swear he says to me, don't turn away. I'm going, yeah, well, okay, that's no problem. Get out of the car, walk the straight line. I thought, oh my God, walk the straight line. I'll tell you what, if I can walk the straight line like you've never seen a walk, will you let me go? Will you let me out a ticket? He said, sure, go ahead there, son. So I bounced out of the car and I popped in some music, some Prince, some Michael J. Turned up the music real loud so he could hear it. Walked up to the front of the line, got to the front and started walking it backwards, like Mike does the backslide. Have you seen him do that moonwalk? You know what I'm talking about? He pulled out his gun and he shot me 4 or 5 times, I swear. So next time you get pulled over by a cop, highway patrolman, any kind of officer of the law, folks, realize something. This is a reality. You're going to get a ticket anyway. So piss him off. Why not? What the heck? Have some fun. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Vince. And now, here's Don Ridley.
Thank you very much. Very nice to be here, of course. Not originally from Los Angeles. I live here now, of course. I love Los Angeles, although lately it seems like people in LA, we have a real problem getting along with one another. Everybody's got an axe to grind, you know? I was listening to some people the other day, they were talking about illegal aliens. And one of them says, you know, I am sick of illegal aliens coming to our country, taking all of our good jobs. Yeah, they're taking all of our good jobs. I can't tell you how many times I've thought to myself, well, sure, I'd like to be selling fruit at an off-ramp in South Central LA. These damn immigrants beat me to it. I can't do it. Yeah, you gotta give illegal aliens just a little bit of credit. They go through a lot of effort just to get into this country. I mean, they cross oceans on tiny rafts, climb mountains, evade the border patrol. These are hard-working individuals. As far as I'm concerned, I think they deserve to stay in America. As a matter of fact, I think every 5 years, everyone in America should be kicked out, and only the people who can get back in should be allowed to stay for another 5 years, because you gotta love this country. You can't just say it. Rush Limbaugh says he loved this country. I'd like to see him sneak his fat lazy butt across the board in the middle of the night. Not unless you had a Twinkie dangling over the Rio Grande could you possibly get this man to jump up and grab for that kind of a thing. I had a big weekend last weekend. Wow, what a weekend I had. Went to this big abortion rights rally up in San Francisco, which was kind of... I like going to abortion rights rallies whenever I get a chance. Not because I have any opinions about abortion. I just figure, hey, there's one place to meet chicks who aren't worried about getting pregnant. That's pretty much the best to that. By the way, when I say chick, I mean that in a very positive, feminist way. I want you to know that. Is that offensive to call a woman chick? Do you think so? Kind of? Yeah. You have to be careful what you say, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but these days you have to be very careful. A lot of places I go, I find that babes don't like to be called chick. I don't know why that is, really. I have to be very careful about offending people because it's the 90s and everybody's very politically correct. You know, for a comedian, it sucks. You can't do anything. You can't say anything because you might accidentally offend somebody. You can, you know, in the 90s, you couldn't even make a nice, innocent little movie like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs anymore. You know? You made that movie today, you would have the entire dwarf and midget contingency out protesting the film. They'd be walking around going, why do we have to have another film depicting dwarves and midgets cohabitating with full-sized women? Why is that? You're just perpetuating the stereotype that us midgets are trying to get our hands on your full-sized women. That's all you're doing. But you can't even call them midgets anymore. I'm sure the politically correct term is like miniature American or something like that. Or maybe the vertically challenged. I'm not exactly sure what it is because you can't get the soup off the top shelf unless you have, you know, maybe a phone book under you, but that's the only way. I think that being politically correct, it won't work because the basic thing is you're supposed to love everybody all the time. And you can't love everybody all the time. It's against human nature and it's tiring and time consuming. I think the best that we can hope to do as human beings is find one group of people that we can all hate together. That's it. And I've decided that should be albinos because, you know, really, I don't care whether you're black or white or Asian or Hispanic. I mean, the bottom line is, hey, at least we got pigment, okay? But these albinos, they ain't normal, all right? And I'm not saying the rest of us that we're better than albinos, that we're smarter than albinos. All I'm saying is there are about 15 of them and we can take them. That's all. Because if you're going to go after a group who you can take. That's my philosophy that I've learned over the years. You know what I really hate about albinos, though? They're always trying to get their hands on our pigmented women. That's not right. Not at all. You get an albino and a pigmented together, what, do you get little old peg kids running around one day? It's fine, but not in my neighborhood. That's all I'm saying. Hey, man, love is all right. That's what I'm saying, though. Love is all right. I'm in love. I just started dating a new girl. She's wonderful, and we've been going out. Well, I'm not really dating her. I'm just stalking her right now, but I love her. And, I love her, and I have to kill her to prove it. I'll do it. I don't care, because that... I'll take a baton to her kneecap. That's what love is. What, did we miss the politically correct portion of my act? That was only 30 seconds ago. All right, thank you very much. Now, love is good. Relationships are hard in the 90s. The big disappointment about relationships in the 90s is people aren't having sex anymore, which is, I mean, you have to be careful. You can die having sex. But to me, sex in the 90s is kind of it's like a dying art form. Nobody's doing it anymore. It's like butter churning. Nobody does it anymore, you know? I think one day in the future, the only people having sex and churning butter are going to be the Amish. That'll be it. If you want to see a sexual act, you'll have to rent an Amish porn video. That'll be the only way. Won't even, not a video, just be some pictures you move in front of a candle very quickly. It'll be the same. Because the Amish don't use a lot of guys now, they like to do things to take their mind off of sex, have substitute sex, I guess. A lot of guys like going to strip clubs, which, yeah, not to put it down. I never personally saw the big thrill in going to a strip club. I mean, it costs like, you know, what, like 10, 15 bucks just to walk in the door, and then you're surrounded by a bunch of beautiful women who pretend to be interested in you as long as you have money, and then as soon as your money runs out, they move on to another guy. Isn't that just real life with a cover charge? Thank you. Thank you. It's the man vote. All right, the man vote I'm getting. Thank you very much. Relationships do. What is the bottom line? What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that relationships suck. That's what I'm trying to say in my own bright and happy way. It's just they're very difficult. And I don't care whether you're a man or a woman. I'm not casting aspersions. I think the only people who can have truly happy relationships are probably gay men. That's it. It's a perfect relationship. It's just two men together doing what men do, understanding men. They're happy. You think they're happy? Of course they're happy. Why do you think they call them gay? That's why. They're happy. There's no happy adjective to describe being a heterosexual. If you're homosexual, you're gay. If you're heterosexual, you're straight, as in straight to hell with all your relationships. Which I don't mean to sound homophobic at all. And actually, to be honest with you, I think I'm probably slightly homophobic because a lot of times when I'm out in public with one of my male friends, I'm always afraid that other people will think that we're gay, especially when we're tongue kissing. I don't know why that is, really, but that's it for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, John. Next up, Charles Cozart.
Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm originally from back east, Kenya. And I like white people in soup. Now that's a joke, because I don't like white people. I'd like to start my act off tonight by doing a very traditional Swahili greeting for you. Lete chupa maziwa, tafahali. Well, for all the other white people that may not speak Swahili, that means Lakeisha's got a big old butt. I'm kind of upset because they introduced me as Charles Cozart, and I told them I changed my name. That's a slave name. From now on, you call me by my African name, Leroy Jackson. Yeah, a lot of crime in my neighborhood, man. Like the other night, vandals did $175 worth of damage to my car. They stole it. Then my grandmother called me up. She said she had her cataract removed. I said, yeah, they got my car too, Granny. So I just bought a brand new BMW. Actually, I couldn't afford the car, I just bought the letters and put them on the hood of my Nova. A lot of times people get mad when they see a black man driving down the street in a nice new car, especially the people it belongs to. It's like when I walk into a store, people look at me like I'm gonna steal something. You know the reason. It's because I'm black and I got a shotgun. But don't you hate when you're stabbing somebody? And your knife gets stuck? Man, I hate that. But I'm going through some hard times right now because I just went through a very difficult divorce. And my girlfriend left her husband. So I got a couple of songs I want to do. This first song I wrote when I was thinking about leaving my girlfriend a while back, and I changed my mind. Girl, I can never leave you. No, no. 'Cause you pay my rent. You once twice, 3 times the size you were when I married you. Now, this last song I wrote in, when you catch on to the words, please feel free to sing along with me, all right? I don't like white people. Everybody! You've been a great crowd. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Charles. And now, Ralph Harris.
Thank you. How you doing? That's good, that's good. Put some mousse in my hair today, can you tell? It's holding up, too. Check it out, look, look. Didn't even move. I had to put it in. I was riding around with the top down on my car. The wind was blowing my hair all around my head, man. Like this right here was just flying around my head. Trying to make my hair look like Billy D. Williams' hair. He picks up women with his hair. And the Colt 45. And that ought to work because it's like a damn tranquilizer, man. He does that commercial too, though. Hello, ladies. My name is Billy D. And whenever I take a beautiful young lady over my house and give her a 40-ounce bottle of Colt 45, I know she's gonna be laying around sometime later. It's the power of the bull, that's what it is. Everybody's got commercials now, though. Like Mike Tyson's got a commercial for Diet Pepsi. They don't even use his voice. They dub a voice in for Mike Tyson. What does a 6', 220-pound man drink? Hey, Mike. He's like, Diet Pepsi. You know, damn well he don't sound like that, man. What does he drink, Mike? He's like... Nestle's Quick. Nestle's Quick strawberry flavor. You know, my favorite part about Nestle's is when you drink it all the way up and you get to the bottom of the glass, it's 2 pieces of candy inside of there. It's ludicrous. That's what it is. I don't even know what ludicrous means, but I'm saying it, okay? I only make fun of Mike, man, because he ain't here, you know? Shoot, everybody else says they'll fight him for like $3 million, like that'll be enough. How many of y'all would fight Mike for $3 million? And look, it's crazy. Women going, we watch Oprah, come on, bring him. Fight him, not me. How you gonna count your money if he hits you? It's a coloring book. Your crayons are right outside, man. Right on the wall. Shoot, my dad says he would fight him. My dad said, give me $3 million. Matter of fact, give me $1 million. I'll fight him. I go, Dad, I give you $3. You won't even fight Mom, man. Get out of here. My dad. My dad standing around talking about, yes, I will. Go get your money. I ain't scared. Go get it. Go get it right now. Shut up right now. Here she comes. Shut up. Be quiet. Shut up. I ain't gonna give you no dollar. Shut up. Oh, man. My dad is something else. My dad is a victim of the marriage, man. How many married people here? Look at that. No 2 hands in one spot, man. That's a shame. Man, my dad is a victim. My dad has lost all sense of reality, man. Walks around the house talking about, I've been married to your mother for 100 years. 100. I said, Dad, you ain't even that old. He's got one explanation for everything. And just shut up. Just shut right up. Look at my hair. It ain't even gray no more, it's green. I'm a damn alien walking around this house. Waiting for E.T. to take me home, that's what I'm doing. Because your mother's crazy, that's what it is. That's right, you're crazy, you tell her, said it. Go tell her, go tell her. I don't care, I can smoke. Shut up, here she come again, shut up. Oh, man. My favorite thing, though, is my mom and dad, like, my grandfather, he can learn a lot from my grandfather. My grandfather is the toughest person in our family, man. My favorite, too. He's an old guy. He was in the war, and he was a prize fighter when he was younger. He has flashbacks. Be walking around our house, any second, just pop somebody right upside the head. That's funny, too. You see somebody walking by, they fall and get up and go, what happened to me? Grandpa knocked your ass out, man. You better move. He coming back. My grandfather comes over our house and turns our television to channels that we don't want to watch. But you can't do anything about it, man. You ever have somebody control your TV? Hey, yeah. Right. Better get off the damn TV, boy! Better get off the TV before I come on in and knock your ass out! I don't care how old you is. I'll knock your mutant ninja teenage turtle ass out! I can't stand them summer guns. I eat them up. I have a mutant suit. That's what I have. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nobody. Cause I was in the war. That's right. Who was in the war? You or me? Huh? That's his favorite argument. Who was in the war? You or me? I know you're 7 years old, but who was in the war? I was. Go right ahead and make fun of Pops. Shoot, I'm old. I know I'm old. I gave Moses them bricks. Been around for a long time. But you make fun of me. Mabel never made fun of me. No, I love Mabel. She died. Food poisoning. She ate too much. I was her provider. I was there for every step of the way. I used to call her name because I love hearing it. Mabel! She was always right there because she loved me. Shoot, 122 pounds, silver and black hair. Mabel was one of the best damn German shepherds you ever seen in your life. Thank you very much.
Okay, Ralph. Now, here's Dwayne Cunningham.
Thank you, Narlands. How nice, how nice, how nice. I know some people go, oh, you're going to New Orleans, huh? You go, no, I'm going to Narlands. All right. Good to be here. It's so hard to find a good restaurant or a t-shirt in this town, you know? There's no cholesterol in this town, huh? Not at all. Guess this kind of town you got to make your own fun. So we'll make our own fun. Dum dum bop, dum dum bop, dum dum bop, da da dum dum bop, dum dum bop, dum dum bop, da da dum dum bop, dum dum bop, dum dum bop, dum dum bop, dum dum bop. Hey! Why does he do it? Here we go. We got some toys here in the bag to play with tonight. I did this last night. They went out there to hit somebody. If it happens tonight, I'm sorry. Some quick impressions. The Reptile House at the Audubon Zoo. My grandmother, Dwayne. See the level of this joint, all right. Hey, come here. Oh, all right, okay. Now you see, class, hey? Now you see, class, everybody first thought the juggling was all in your arms and your wrist. I've had the pleasure of studying this great art now for about 20 years, found it not to be true. The juggling is basically, yes, juggling is basically all in your lips. All in your lips, because you get these things going right, they just tend to... Oh, I see. Tough crowd, huh? Okay. Hey, on your nose, all right, pal? Huh? Besides nose you got, you can put all these tables on your nose. Let's get it going, man. It's a very incredible trick. Could you help me out for a second, sir? Sure. Could you help? Crawl on up. Come on. Come on, showbiz. Money for nothing. Chicks for free. All right. Hey, what is your name, sir? Richard. Richard. That's my mom's name. Great. Good to have you. Who would have thought, right? All right, Richard, what we're going to do tonight is an old vaudeville trick involving juggling eating the apple, all right? I'm going to juggle. I need you to help eat this apple, okay? Now, where are you from, Richard?
New York.
New York, great. The city or?
Long Island.
Long Island, see, because it's a different. People go, oh yeah, New York, man, where at? And then you go like Albany, and they go, Okay, Richard, what I need you to do is turn around here for television, right? Put your hands behind your back. Beautiful, Richard. Now, what's going to happen, Richard, is I'm going to juggle these three objects, all right? As the apple comes past, Richard, I'm going to take the apple out of the pattern, whip it over to your face, and go, Richard! And you, right. Say goodbye to the apple, all right? Okay, now, three things you got to remember, Richard. Three very important things, all right? One, that's the beanbag, right? All right? Two, that's the apple, okay? And the most important thing in this whole night, Richard, is that's my hand, all right? Okay? So as the little brown thing comes up, you kind of lean off a little bit, all right? You know what adrenaline can do to a guy, okay? All right, you ready, Richard? All right, here we are. Showbiz on A&E with Richard. You ready? Hey, or if you're Jewish, ha. All right. Here we go now, Richard. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Just trying to get you in the mood, Richard. Here we go. Yum, yum, yum. Yum. Okay, here we are now, Richard. Yo, Richard! All right. Yo, Richard! Sorry, my fault. All right, let's take it home, Rich. Here we go. Let's go home with it. Richard! All right. Yo, my man, Richard! All right. My man, Richard! Yo, Richard! Had him eating out of my hand. Richard, you're basically a very aggressive guy, huh? You sure you're not from like Bangladesh, the Sudan, somewhere like that? Well, Richard, I'd like to give you the apple at this point because it's hard to get somebody to eat it after this, you know. You could take it home, bronze it, you remember your night here on A&E, or you could do what a lot of young Italian kids do in my old neighborhood. You can drill a hole through it, put a gold chain, wear it around your neck, all right? Thank you, Richard. Thank you all.
Thanks, Dwayne. And now, John Corvell.
I'm Sean Corvell. People always ask me, Sean, how'd you get into comedy? Well, I didn't get into college. That's how this happens. And you find out, man, you don't get into college, you get the great jobs. Oh, don't laugh. I just got fired from my last great job. I don't want to get the name of the place, but they're paying me minimum wage there. But this is cool, man. I like this, man. I get to travel with this job. I was just up in Seattle, Washington. Had a great time up there. Seattle was voted #1 city in the nation. I was up there 10 days. It rained every day. I'm thinking, this is great if you're a plant. And I love their airport, man. It's like you get off the plane and you go right into a subway to get your baggage. I'm like, where the hell are my bags? I gotta go to New York now to get my bags. And don't you love people at airports anyway? Especially people getting off their flights. Aren't they the happiest people in the world? Got those big smiles on their faces, man. Till they see there's no one there to pick them up, then it changes. No, you see when they first come running out, they're like, where is everybody here? I lost my luggage, you guys. I lost my luggage except I told the airlines that they lost it because they give you money for your bags. You know how much money they give you for your bags? $200. That's an insult, man. That's like they're looking at what I'm wearing in and they're saying, you couldn't have had more than $200 in them bags, mister. You're a Kmart shopper, I can see that. But that's cool, man. I want to go to Jamaica. That's where I want to go. Go down and see my boys in Jamaica, because nothing moves those people. Most relaxed people, they don't worry about a thing. Don't worry, be happy. That's their motto. They had that big tragedy a while back. You saw Rastafarians just standing out there. They're like, Hurricane Gilbert came by today, blew my whole damn house away, but don't worry. And don't you love those people who get caught in hurricanes because they won't leave their houses? You always see them in those interviews beforehand. They're standing out there like, we can't go. No, we can't go. All of our stuff is here. The house, the pictures. We can't go. You see them after the hurricane went by, they're in the hospital like, we should have got the hell out of town. People won't leave, man. That's like people that get caught in tornadoes. There's no excuse to get caught in a tornado. You can see the thing coming. People are total idiots out there staring at it like, the hell is that? Billy Bob, come look at this thing here. And what is it that always gets messed up in a tornado? Mobile homes. There is no excuse for a mobile home to get caught in a tornado. It's a mobile home. Hook the thing up, get the hell out of town. Hell, a mobile home, you can get the family out there, pick it up and dodge the tornado, like run it over here. Bring it back over this way. I don't know, people won't leave, man. This is cool, though. Am I getting that white stuff around my lips? You know? No, you tell me, wouldn't you? No, because people don't tell people embarrassing stuff, man. They tell their friends next to them, they're like, Betty, no, don't look. The comedian's getting that white stuff around his lips. Brother's looking like Al Jolson up there. I have to lubricate you guys, excuse me. And don't you love it, guys, when they put a straw in your drink? Especially when you're at a bar, because you totally lose that coolness then. You're standing there like, what's happening, baby? Is that sexy, ladies? See, that's men. We're always out to impress you women, man. Our tails are always wagging. I was watching Oprah Winfrey the other day. They had women on there doing men bashing. And this one sister comes up to the screen. She's like, I can't stand men because they're so damn lazy. Yeah, and I'm lying there in bed thinking, ain't this some bullshit? No, I would have turned it, but my remote was on the television. You know? But this is cool, man. I'm having a good time here, you guys. I'd opened up for Tom Jones up in Tahoe. Yeah, man, because Tom gets off. Except Tom be singing everyone else's hits in his concerts. He had that video where he was singing Prince on Kiss. Remember this? Prince, the little black guy, Prince? No, because they're looking at me like I had no idea Charles came out with an album. And you could not tell Tom he wasn't getting off, man. Tom was up in front of the screen, man. He was doing great till he got to that one part. He said, think I'm gonna dance now. No, don't get me wrong. Tom's got a little bit of rhythm. Tom's got about this much rhythm right here. All in his pelvic region, man. Tom's pelvic was on time, but his hidden arms were just flailing. And Tom was like... He said, think again, Tom. And I'm not trying to do that old myth about how white people can't dance. Have you seen Soul Train lately? Have you seen all the white people on Soul Train? And dancing their butt off, man, and bold about it. You see them just pushing brothers right out the way. They're like, look out, brother. Yeah, and I'm running to the television, adjusting my brightness. What the hell is this? And that's my time. I'm out of here.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to look for more of America's top comics on other volumes of Before They Were Kings.
My fellow citizens, California has another crisis.
This is a real serious disaster.
And this one may have a greater impact than anything that has ever happened before.
Its severity cannot be underestimated.
We have lost our pride.
It is a state of emergency.
We have lost our dignity.
It's the beginning of the apocalypse.
We have lost our Mexicans.
A day without a Mexican.
I woke up and my husband was gone. And my husband, he is a Mexican, and he would never leave without his teeth.
Every explanation needs to be considered.
Forget about parking your cars at valet. Forget about getting a glass of water at the restaurant.
Then I came here. The place was a mess. I had to wash a dish.
Why is the government calling them aliens if they did not think that they were from somewhere else? Jose, mothership.
If we don't find them, we'll be in deep you-know-what.
Of a car wash, there's angry customers.
And life as we know it will never be the same.
There's 13 million people missing, and you could be next.
How do you make the invisible visible?
Please come back.
A day without a Mexican.
Without a Mexican.
And here's a story about being free.
Beautiful black man.
They like 2 of those a day, for real. They good for you.
Man, I fucking hate white fucking people, man.
Nigga, you say motherfucker one more time, you ain't gonna say too much more else.
One more thing. What's up? If shit goes down, just duck.
Y'all see. Y'all niggas gonna see.
Diamonds are made from coal.
And did you know they have a machine that can do that now?
What if we were to take a person's ashes, put them into that same machine?
If we stuck somebody famous into that machine, it's called the Hemingway diamond. We are going to be so rich. You're going to have to do something for a Garza. Anything.
I got Napoleon. I got all those mummies, even King Tut.
Are you just completely out of your mind?
It's Walt Disney.
It's his head, Burge.
There's nobody left.
Go on, turn around, do it!
I don't know how to kill anybody.
You've seen every one of my movies?
She was an actor. She wasn't real.
No!
I'm looking for two guys.
Aha!
Oh, sorry.
Don't start crying. I'm not crying.
Give it to me. Spit it out now. Turn around. Hands behind your head now.
You hungry?
Once upon a time, there was a genius producer who had an idea.
Let's do something really outrageous. A show about female private eyes.
A studio head who didn't have a clue.
That has to be one of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
A network president who needed a hit.
3 stunning, bikini-clad, large-breasted female private eyes.
A talent manager on a power trip.
I'll make sure that you never work in this town again.
A $6 million man looking for a wife.
How did I get so lucky?
That's so sweet.
And 3 beautiful girls who wanted to be actresses. They never dreamed they'd become angels.
Owen, you're a genius. A 54 share. Biggest numbers we've ever got.
America was in love with Farrah.
Look out, buddy.
Kate.
Good morning, partners in crime fighting.
And Jacqueline.
The show doesn't work out. At least we'll still have silky, manageable hair.
But underneath all the glamour, fame, and success is the story you didn't know.
Have you seen Farrah?
Farrah!
I can't do this now. I'm exhausted.
Then go to bed!
She wants out.
Over my dead body.
It's time to take the gloves off.
They're suing me!
Answer the question.
3 all-American girls
I'm just an old-fashioned girl.
Those bikinis you wear aren't so old-fashioned.
who became a national obsession.
You wanted to work.
To work, not to become a phenomenon!
We're seeing nipples. We can't put nipples on our network.
What? I will not let this show kill my career.
Charlie's Angels. They love you, baby.
It is just a TV show.
Charlie's Angels behind the camera.
Love it!
Damn, look like my women is on time. Baby, I could sure warm you up.
No shit, baby.
I can dig it. Dolomite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. Breathing down your neck. Damn! Girl, this motherfucker's got rhythm, haven't you? I've got an all-girl army that knows what to do. They're fox as hell and practice kung fu. I put my finger in the ground and turn the whole world around.
You know, you're still the best man that I know in bed. I'm waiting for Dolomite.
For who? Dolomite, motherfucker, you. And tell him I want him out of here in 24 hours. And 23 of them are already gone. God damn, Mama, this sure is a spooky joint. Yes, I'm Dolomite. I'm the one that killed Monday and whooped Tuesday and put Wednesday in the hospital. Called up Thursday to tell Friday not to bury Saturday on Sunday. I'm the one that had the elephants roosting in trees and all the ants wearing BVD. From the first to the last, I give them the blast so fast that their life is past before their ass has even hit the grass. See me, uptown, downtown, crowned and renowned. Delayed, relayed, mislaid, and parlayed. Hatch, match, snatched, and scratched. Whack, jack, smack, crack, boot black, blackjack, racetrack, and flapjack, and still coming back. If you crave satisfaction, this is the place to find that action.
Coming to this theater as its next attraction is the picture that will put you in traction. Dolomite, starring me, Rudy Ray Moore, as Dolomite, and that bad D'Urville Martin as Willie Green. Dolomite, Dolomite.
Yeah, 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 come on back. Just do it like that, just do it like that. Don't move, just stay real still, now make it do a trick. Come on, girl. Yeah, baby, just may go up and down. Yeah, baby. $5, let me holler at your baby, baby. $5, let me holler at your baby, baby. It ain't that funny, these girls working hard for the money. It ain't that funny, these girls working hard for the money. Boy, that girl out there got talent. Yeah, 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 come on back. Just do it like that, just do it like that. Don't move, just stay real still, now make it do a trick. Come on, girl. Yeah, baby, just may go up and down.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and get ready for the comeback story of the century. It's the one and only Jackie Washington.
Who is Jackie Washington?
Honey, I am twice as interesting as Jackie Washington.
Oh, I love Jackie. She's a great singer.
Come on and hit me with your love.
But an actress, she's not. She has anti-timing.
I remember Licorice Whip. That was one of the worst movies of the 70s.
I come on the scene, a bad mama machine, I'm couple.
And I just remember this one lady behind me, she just got up and she goes, I can't take it. I can't take it, you know. Refund, refund! And I just remember later on, I found out that was Jackie's mother.
What can I say about that movie? It sucked.
A lot of people didn't forgive Jackie for what happened with the milkman. You know, I mean, she stabbed him.
Rams running back Milkman Summers has sustained a stab wound to the head with a deadly Afro pick. Can we have a word with you, Jackie?
Please, I don't want to talk to you people.
You know, occasionally I have these musical evenings at my house.
Jackie owes me so much money, so much. She owes me jewelry, clothes.
One time somebody brought Jackie, and she sang, and she sang.
Jackie Washington took my body.
And she sang, and she sang, and she sang.
Compared to Jackie Washington's life, my life seems sedate.
And sang.
Mama needs a cough medicine.
Yes, Mama.
And make it a double entendre.
Yes, Mama.
Her first hit, you know where that came? That came from me.
Give me sugar. Give me honey. Give me something. Give me money.
Ow, ow, ow. Sugar now. Hey, some sugar. I told you to vamp.
You got a cramp?
It's an all-star cast directed by Robert Townsend, starring Jennifer Lewis, David Hyde Pierce, Tim Curry, Whoopi Goldberg, and special appearances by Diane Carroll, Tom Arnold, Melissa Etheridge, Dolly Parton, Liza Minnelli, Rosie O'Donnell, Howie Mandel, Jackie Collins, Chris Rock, Penny Marshall, Bette Midler, Charles Barkley, and many, many more. Jackie's back.
Jackie's back.
I love her more than Snickers. I can tell you that, okay? And that's something for me.
A line has been crossed, not just of taste, but of human dignity and decency.
Lyrics that promote rape, murder,
hoes, bitches, and sluts.
Y'all don't love us!
Yeah, and you don't stop.
'Cause it's 187 on an undercover car.
The music industry had never seen anything like this.
It was just so much money for anything.
They can buy anything they want. They can buy anybody they want. That made it all very, very serious business.
Big money, big cars, big bodyguards on his back. So
he ran that company like it was his gang.
Crips and blood. It was not a work atmosphere no more.
They go platinum, then go to jail.
Mario? Who's that?
The nonsense got too out of hand.
Suge grabbed me by my feet and everything went haywire.
People were getting killed. How does this happen?
Whatever his tactics might have been, his main objective was to just get there.
Yeah, and you don't stop.
Cause it's 187 on an undercover car.
Yeah, and you don't stop.
Cause it's...
I just want to say, fuck you, bitch.